Hello everyone. My name is Rehan Ali and I'm a senior from Burewala, Pakistan. Growing up in Pakistan, I always watched my dad trying to be at the forefront to address the community needs in sight. One day, all of a sudden, I remember a stranger appearing in my house and being a part of our lives after that. As a kid, it made little sense to me at that time of who he was and why he had entered our house and decided to be a part of our lives. But it turned out that my dad had invited a high school kid who lost his parents to come live in our house and also supported his education efforts. And now I know him as my brothers. When I was 10 years old, I moved to a boarding school in Lahore, 3 hours away from home. Moving into a big city from a really small town opened up ample opportunities to explore myself and the world around me. It was in Lahore when I signed up for a summer internship in 8th grade to teach mathematics in an orphanage. There, in that haven of learning, I discovered that service transcends monetary contributions. It's about the human connection. My journey into community service truly began in those classrooms. Each equation solved was a small victory, not just for the children, but for my understanding of my mentorship's impact. My involvement did not stop at tutoring. It expanded into fundraising, breathing life into the initiatives within the orphanage. Yet, despite these efforts, a void remained back in my hometown, Burewala, a place untouched by the hands of organized charity. It was not until my junior year in high school that a simple conversation with a friend sparked an idea. Why not bring the spirit of service to our small hometown? Inspired by the storytelling of humans of New York, we launched a Facebook page, walking up to strangers in our hometown and asking them to share any stories they would like to tell other people. This humble page flourished as people started to notice the similarities between the struggles and joys of their lives with other strangers. We got immense support from our local community, both financially and in terms of volunteer efforts. And this page became a beacon for humanitarian efforts and eventually turned into a non governmental organization dedicated to eradicating insecurity. With this strong passion in my heart, I crossed continents arriving at Sewanee, a community that had extended its generosity through a scholarship. It was my turn to reciprocate. My initial year, shadowed by the pandemic, saw me at the university farm and rooted here, where each delivery introduced me to the faces that would shape my Sewanee experience. Working alongside local farmers, I learned the value of supporting their efforts. This experience steered my NGO in Pakistan towards a symbiotic relationship with local farmers, particularly women, who nurtured their small farms with resilience. Through this addition, we were able to support and uplift many local farmers in my hometown. By my sophomore year, I was deeply immersed in the Community Action Committee, an organization which helps address food insecurity on the mountain, and took immense joy in orchestrating community meals over there. This activity blossomed into another piece of our food security program back home, inviting students to dine with the less fortunate, sparking dialogue, fostering understanding, and encouraging involvement. Through Bonner, I polished my strengths, honed my communication skills, and storytelling. During my junior year, I had the opportunities to study abroad in Iceland, where I dived into the impacts of climate change in the Arctic climate. Through multiple workshops focused around storytelling, it helped me to make my final project where I spent 2 weeks on a glacier studying the impacts of climate change on glacier tourism in southeast Iceland and shared my findings in a documentary. As I prepare to take the next steps in my life, I carry the lessons that the recipe for meaningful change might just be a pot of community with a sprinkle of innovation to address challenging problems around us. These lessons are not just reflections of a college experience, but are the guiding principles for my forthcoming journey. I step into the world with an ambition for meaningful change, which is driven by innovation and connecting multiple strands together, which is what this program has taught me. In whatever career or community I find myself, the insight gained from these formative years will be my compass. The ability to integrate into and elevate a community, to harness collective effort for a singular cause, are skills that will serve me well.